Hannah,
Hello.
I have a quick brain bender before we start the show
Yeah.
for our cold open. And that is that uh, if you put if you stack a pizza on top of another pizza, you have two pizzas.
Yeah.
But if you stack a lasagna on top of another lasagna, you still have one lasagna.
This is an interesting revelation. I hadn't actually considered this.
Consider this.
It's mighty strange. You looking happily deranged. I can't settle in bed. Or have you picked your target yet? It's ended. Got your dog bite. It's ended.
Gotta finish my drink. It is Sunday, and you know what that means. It is time for Online for Maintenance. Yet again, you're listening to episode number 29. What is even going on here? I'm Summer,
I'm Hannah.
and this is theoretically the official podcast of MMOFallout.com. Those of you who, for some reason, are listening to this and thinking, I'd like to give them money, can go to patreon.com/MMOFallout and join for as little as $1 a month. Or you can just, I guess, continue checking us out on YouTube and slowly get us to that 3,000 hour annual viewing requirement to get monetized, even though advertising on the internet continues to be a growing shithole of worthlessness. So, Hannah,
Yeah.
I think anyone watching the video portion of this is going to want to know about the elephant in the room. Why is Zero Sugar Snapple so delicious?
I'm not exactly sure. I think it's just the fact that it's not using sugar, because like the regular Snapple, like the sugared peach tea Snapple, is not good. It doesn't taste enough like peach. It tastes too much like tea. It's like, and it doesn't really have much of flavor at all. So the zero sugar one is just like much better in general.
Right.
But other
But
than that,
yeah. Also, it doesn't taste like sugar-free stuff.
no, it doesn't at all.
It doesn't have the artificial sweetener taste to it.
No, because like I drink Dr. Pepper Zero or Diet Dr. Pepper now, and that you can taste it, but with zero with the Snapple peach tea, you cannot.
I need to go to the store after this and get more Snapple. But moving on to the elephant in the room, I'm noticing a distinct lack of wall and ceiling.
Yeah, I was not informed about this. They told me things were they told me things were safe and ready. And I guess that means that we can't fall over the edge. Um, we've taken on a contract. We have gotten the new janitor, an apprentice. He's really, really good. I think his name was Felipe.
Okay.
Very, very nice. I've met him. He's great. Um, he's taken on building us a new studio, as well as I don't know, something about a farm. I'm not really exactly sure. So like all I know is that like we're getting an upgraded studio. The leak on the leak in the ceiling is fixed.
I'm kind of impressed by the fact that Felipe moved the floor out here with the rest of the studio.
Yeah.
But didn't think to put in a ceiling.
Well, again, he said it was safe. So I think safe just means like you can't fall over the edge, even though you clearly can. So we'll
Clearly,
just
he's
have to.
never met us if he thinks that this thing is completely safe.
No, clearly not. But You know, you can't just like walk in and fall off. So that's, I think, the best thing about it. I don't like this door. I think we're getting a new. I hope we're getting a new door. We do have a break room though. This is a we like we have all
I
of our
do have
little
to ask
amenities.
what kind of door that is.
That like for
Is
real?
that
It's a
bamboo?
bamboo. It's a bamboo
Okay,
door. Yeah.
not a fan.
Yeah, he said it was just temporary because like we were waiting for the new doors to come in. We did get these white doors, and these are really nice.
Oh yeah.
And then we have there's a clear hazard over here, but he's locked the door. It's okay. Like you can't open that door. It just won't open. But yeah, we're taking on he's all of our stuff is moved in here. We're getting more space. He says we're getting more space.
Yeah. I'm impressed that he took the time to rewire the microphones just to get everything, put into place, even though it's
Everything.
only temporary.
Yeah, no, he said everything should be up and running for the studio. He just said that like the studio's just going to take a little bit of time to finish.
Huh.
He's got plans, and yeah, I like it so far. He says that we're gonna have our own dressing rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm all right with this. So whatever he's got to do, he's got to do. Let him do it.
I mean, we really kind of have to hope that it doesn't rain in the next week or so, because all of our bookshelves are outside.
He's got wood up over the hole wherever it was leaking. He figured out where it was. So that's
Oh,
just
okay.
yeah. He's got it. It's not leaking anymore. So he's good. I think he's good. I think we got a real winner here. Moved our
Yeah.
map back to where we can see it better. Like, yeah. Oh, even the new little podcast areas on the. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Oop, sorry. Yeah, so this will be fun. I don't know. I think it's good work. He said that there's going to be a help desk even in here too. That's why there's this like little area here,
What kind of desk?
like a help desk, like reception.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna get all professional. I don't know. But unfortunately, we had to move some stuff out. He had to move some stuff out in the front here, so it's just kind of a little bit cluttered. I hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah. I mean, I know that it's covered in wood, but if there's rain with any level of wind with it, all the books are just going to get drenched.
Yeah, so we just gotta hope that it doesn't. But let's go show people what I've been up to this week in Minecraft. Because my item sorter continues to grow. My item sorter slash shopping mall, strip mall. I'm not really sure what it is. It's very nice. I'm still loving it. I think my next goal is to actually come over here in this corner and finish this corner because I don't like this corner anymore. It's just kind of barren. It's just kind of sitting there, and I'm gonna have that done by next week. I've got some ideas for it just to make it like smooth into the storage here, and I think we got to bring it out over to this side as well. So I'm gonna work on like the transition from our area to the like the city part for the
Yeah.
next week.
I'm
It's gonna
also
be a little bit
working on a
different.
transition, but it's different subject.
Yeah, I can relate. Oh, there's a bed over here. I have strategic beds. Just in case we're doing things.
Hmm.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of a structure set up here for the Crimson Wood. I want it to look like flames. I want it to look like there's some stuff going on. So I need a bunch of. I've got to harvest a bunch of glass. I got to get some different dyes and stuff. But we're gonna do like a glass. What is it? Not pixel art, but like yeah.
Mosaic.
Well, yeah, something like that. Basically like a particle effect. We're gonna do like a glass particle effect,
Okay.
and have it look like smoke and flames going up. But I've started putting in the storage options for the crimson stuff over here. I've got to put in a staircase over here to get up over the gravel area. The gravel area is new, actually. It'll sort gravel now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. There's technically 3 or 4 different item sorters that are working independent of each other at the moment. They're not all linked up, unfortunately, because I kind of want to do all of the linking as a very last thing, so I don't have to go through and redo it, and then redo it, and then redo it.
Hmm.
But yeah, here's our gravel. We've got a little bit of gravel. This is the second of the item sorter machines. This one is rigged up to the birch. The birch goes to the bamboo, and then to the warped wood, and then finally over to the gravel. The crimson one actually doesn't have an item sorter yet, but the spruce item sorter and the dark oak item sorter are 2 technically independent machines at the moment. Actually, wait, no. The spruce one does go into everything else. So okay, it is. So there's the dark oak, the birch, spruce, bamboo, and warped. That's all one. Because this is I forgot I did connect this. It's a little bit wonky, but it's just I know I could just like go straight down with this and then go over, but like it'll blend in better with what I'm gonna do. I might put some blocks in front of here to like kind of hide the hopper line.
Yeah.
Because the hopper line's kind of gross. It doesn't really look very nice. I don't mind the wall of hoppers because it's like that's just how the item sorter is. But we're out of redstone. We are like completely out of redstone. I need to go like harvest more redstone in order to do anything. But here's all of the spruce materials, everything except spruce leaves. I don't have any spruce leaves yet. Because I haven't actually grown a spruce tree. The difficult thing that I was working on this week was actually the stairs to get around this area. I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Hmm.
I had these stairs in over here because I want this to be an area that it's not difficult to access. I want it to be incredibly easy to just move around in. You can just go from here to there, wherever you need to, and not necessarily be like, okay, I'm in Oakwood. How do I have to figure out how to get up to like Spruce or something? Or how do I get, anywhere else? I want there to be very easy, almost, mall-like travel paths that people can go so that way you can just get around for whatever you want. People being you and me, we're the only ones who are on this server at all.
Yeah.
But I like having that idea of like, people could use this, people could live here. You and I are definitely gonna be like running around doing stuff in this. I also realized too just now that I'm building the item sorter to be able to build things. So as I'm building the item sorter, it's facilitating things to be built easier because I have more things organized to where I want them. So it's like I'm building the item sort. I'm building this to have the item sorter so that way I can sort items to make things easier to build.
Hmm.
But I'm already building that.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. Let's go around to the front of the dark oak because I can describe what I was trying to go for here. So the birch one is very bright wood. I wanted like very very open windows, and we I do like the birch bark a little bit, not a whole lot. It's a little distracting because it's kind of zebra-esque, but
Hmm.
we've got a little bit showing through over here. I do have some stripped spruce or stripped dark oak in here, but it's kind of subtle. It's really dark oak is a very different beast. It's very dark. So you gotta play with it in different ways. We've got 1x2 windows to really kind of feel very gothic, very, really, really enhance, really, really push the dark uh, theme here going on. Because if I felt like we had bright, open windows, it contrasts with dark oak. So smaller windows gives less light, more compact. And then we got like, little bushes in between. I really like this. Because my thing is, as I've said before, is try to have different motifs for each of the woods, for each of the for each item that I'm doing, without it being boring. But I also want it to look like the same person's building it. Except the warped wood. The warped wood looks unworldly. This is insane. I can't believe I did this.
I think it looks amazing.
I love the warped one. It looks basically about how I thought it would be. I think I could throw some more stuff in there and really push it farther because I realized I didn't really use very many half slabs. I could have used half slabs and put holes in there. That would make it look a lot better. My initial thing is to like build everything and then go over everything once again with a fine-tooth comb and redo stuff. Build it and then hone it. So we might do that. But I like the floating blocks just out here. They're kind of my favorite ones, the ones that are just sticking out. It's kind of fun to play on too, yeah. Do some warped Yeah, that's just supposed to look eclectic and crazy. It's not really supposed to have any like single form or have any sort of pattern to it. It's just supposed to be like crazy and nice. Other than that, I'm really happy with the way that everything is coming together. Right below us here, we're gonna have we have opportunity for another mosaic or another tile thing. I was thinking of doing Steve
Okay.
because this is gonna be more of a square, I feel. So I could do a Steve phase.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could go nuts and do lava chicken.
We could.
Ooh, lava chicken might be fun.
We do have a couple of copies of that on vinyl.
We do. I love that they put that in the game.
I love that not only did they put it in the game, but they made a whole Minecraft remix of it.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't been doing. I've been trying to do a little bit more in here, but it's been a little bit slow because mainly I've been trying to figure out how to work the terrain. I don't like terrain forming. I don't like terraforming.
No.
In fact, I don't like terraforming so much. I've been doing a different build style with this, which is just take the terrain and then reshape it into the buildings that I want, rather than trying to clear terrain or trying to like make the terrain something that I really like. I like building mountains, I like building hills and stuff. I just don't think I'm the best at it. I'm way better with like structures, with like city buildings
Yeah.
and houses. So when I'm here trying to figure out like how to work with this terrain, I'm just like screw it. I don't really want to work with it. I'm just going to either build into it or I'm just going to clear it flat. and just start replacing blocks because a lot of what we see over in the really cluttered area over here, a lot of this was just this is how the terrain generated itself, and I just started replacing blocks because I just liked the way that it generated.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of you did that thing where you're looking at clouds and you see something else in the cloud, and so I just started replacing the hill with buildings. And this is
Yeah.
what we ended up with. And I love this part of the build right now.
I think it looks great.
Like the part over here with the corner where you come into the city and it feels like you're moving into a different area, like a entirely different area,
Yeah.
which is the exact feeling I was trying to give for it. But yeah, this is This is why I love Minecraft, because this is literally like a forever project. This could take me years to finish, if I finish it. I should hire Felipe to do some work on the buildings for me.
Yeah.
He does
I
good work.
I did notice the grass is better cut this week.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
There's
Like,
a
yeah,
little bit of stuff over here, but I mean it's not as overgrown as it was the last few weeks.
no, he's been doing everything, which is great. I can't believe it. He's been really working out. I'll just tell him we need a roof post haste.
Yeah, I think we do need a roof. I mean the books are relatively safe, but we have the laptop and microphones uncovered.
Yeah, and I don't think he understands exactly like that this stuff is very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, my microphone was $100. I don't know about yours.
Mine was over $100.
Yeah, see, so we can't have this stuff like I think he told me he puts like a plastic bag over it at night.
Okay.
I don't think that's good enough though.
No.
So we'll have to see. Things are things are looking up.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I have been playing a little bit of Sea of Thieves this week.
Cool. Tell
Yeah.
me more.
Not very much. I know I just kind of went out and did a little bit. Didn't you and I play, I think?
We did.
Yeah, we played a little bit. We did Guild Run, I think, with my friend Yumto. We were running around.
Yeah, we did the guild run with Yemto, and then there was another day that I joined in when you were playing, and we didn't really do much. You suicide bombed a ship. We grabbed everything on board, and then I think we did like one. No, we didn't really do any runs. We just kind of sailed to the smuggler because they had a ton of smuggler stuff on board. We
That's
sailed
right.
to the smuggler, sold all the portraits and stuff that we could because they had a ton of paintings.
Yeah.
And I think we might have done one small mission and then called it a day.
That was fun. I remember because yeah, I remember that now. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Because I was watching you stream it, and then the moment you blew yourself up, I was like, I gotta get in.
Well, I had two nukes on board, and I just see this guy sitting in Crescent Bay, in Crescent Island, and I'm like, I'm just feeling dumb. I'm just feeling reckless. So I just, put my boat in a good angle. Oh, I remember that because like they saw me in the water with the nuke, and they moved their boat forward, and they ran into the island hoping that they would be far enough away from me. Well, when
Yeah.
I respawned back in, their boat was gone.
Yeah, because they started going really fast, and then you were still in the water when you exploded, and you still took their boat out.
Yeah. And that's when we came, like I took my boat back to there. We found all their stuff, started selling everything that we could.
Mm-hmm.
I love that damn game.
I bet they were pissed.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah.
They had a lot of smuggler stuff on board.
That
They
makes
had
sense.
so many paintings.
Yeah, because we were selling for a little while after we blew them up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
usually
we were selling for a little while, and then we had to skedaddle because there was another ship coming,
yeah.
and then we circled around again and kept selling stuff.
Yeah, because that other ship just ended up sailing by us. I love that damn game so much. But surprisingly, I have played a third game this week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I played Apex Legends.
Oh right.
Yeah, I played a little bit. I played 2 games with my friend. We ended up winning one. Like the first game I played in like months, him and I ended up winning. So they've introduced a new mode. I forget what I even forget what it's called because I don't play Apex very much. But it's like Fortnite Blitz where you just drop in and you start like going. So this mode is interesting in the fact of that you have like infinite respawns as long as your entire team is alive.
Okay.
So yeah, after initially like the respawn's like a couple of seconds, so you can die and then just drop back in right away. But after a couple of rounds, after the circle has shrunk a couple of times, it becomes longer and longer and longer. So the incentive to revive your partner becomes higher and higher, rather than just letting them die and respawning, because respawning at one point was taking us 25 seconds.
hmm
And in battle royale, that's forever.
Yeah.
So I quite enjoyed it. It's a much faster paced version of your traditional battle royale, because you just like drop in and like there's way more opportunity to continue playing, because a lot of times with battle royale it's drop in, get killed, queue up again, drop in, get killed, queue up again. You could get killed and then you just respawn and you just keep going until the whole team is down. Once the whole team is down, then you're out. Then you got to requeue. But it was a lot. I really, really enjoyed it. The little bit that I did play of it, it's different. It's interesting because Fortnite's doing the same thing. Oh, I played Fortnite too with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we played a little bit of Blitz. Now that
Yeah,
I
we
think,
played a little bit of Blitz. We played a little bit of OG.
yeah.
We did some rocket racing and some festival.
I'm not sure we did any racing. I don't remember doing racing.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't remember. But regardless, it's been a busy week. Um, but yeah, they that then we did the Daft Punk event yesterday.
hmm
That was a ton of fun.
That was really fun. I've seen a lot of people talking about the music mixer on that.
That was great. I really like video games that these days that are doing different things, that are doing not necessarily like objective gameplay. Because video games are supposed to be fun, first and
Mhm.
foremost. It's supposed to be some kind of fun. Whether or not that fun is, because like, I play games that are work, like Factorio. That's fun to me. Then you have a game like Tiny Glade, which is there's no objective, there's nothing to do, or there's nothing that you need to achieve, there's nothing that must be done in order for you to continue playing. It's just kind of a sandbox, and it's like an actual sandbox of like you can build whatever you want. I liked that from the Fortnite event yesterday because it was just a music mixer. They had a bunch of tracks from Daft Punk, and you could pick lead vocal or lead rhythm and other stuff. There's 3 different things to pick from.
It was lead, rhythm, and beat, I think.
Yeah, lead, rhythm, and beat. I think that's what it was. And so you could play around with like a ton of different Daft Punk songs. And especially because a lot of Daft Punk songs are in the same key. A lot of them are just kind of like meld together. They kind of mesh well together.
They're also
It really,
scalable.
really
So
what?
even the songs that are not in quite the same key or beat can be altered to fit in with each other.
Yeah, exactly. So, what it was is that you could just through like a live mixing kind of thing make your own Daft Punk song. And it was a ton of fun because I remember like at one point I was like messing around with it and I was gonna get to say like another world or something, one more
Yeah.
world, you know, rather than one more time or around the world. It was saying one more world, which was I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was a load of fun.
I was expecting a little bit more of a game because of the first two events that we had done, or at least the Star Wars event was like really fun.
Yeah. This was more, it was somewhere of a hybrid between a concert and an activity.
Yeah.
I do hope that there's another concert soon. Those are really nice.
Well, and it was Daft Punk's like incredibly famous Alive performance.
Right.
And I know you had said you haven't heard that album yet. It's probably the best Daft Punk album because they take all of their old like all of their like hits, all of their really really good songs, and they like mesh them together in ways that are really really good.
Yeah.
Um they like especially like Television Rules the Nation and Around the World when they're when there's a line where it goes television rules the nation around the world, and like it makes my skin tingle every time I hear it. And the
Hmm.
drop during that song too is just really really good. And so they were basically just playing the whole concert yesterday,
Yeah.
and you could participate in a virtual way through it. I was there, they had like these rings that were going around in the concert hall, and I was just like surfing on the rings, just jumping between them, just having fun. You
Hmm.
know, it was great.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. I really liked the opening sequence.
Mm, very trippy.
Yeah.
Very what was it? 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of when I was like, "Wow." Your avatar is flying through these just colors and patterns and through space and time.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I was singing and rocking out the whole time.
I saw
I love
you
that.
really freaked out when the like right at the beginning when the giant lady shows up and like puts her arm out.
'Cause she's the one from, the Interstellar 555.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's like they're the aliens from that thing, and they're like they just did everything Daft Punk. You know, like
Yeah.
it I love Daft Punk. I've loved Daft Punk for years, for decades. So like the fact of like, holy crap, I get to like do a Daft Punk experience in a video game and feel like it's tailored directly for me. Holy
Mhm.
crap, that was so much fun.
They really went all out with the visuals for that.
I was also thinking because I do know a little bit of how this stuff is done.
Hmm.
Daft Punk must have sent Epic hundreds, hundreds of audio files of just so many different tracks and everything that they have. Because in order to get this stuff at any decent quality, you would want the individual original tracks to then upload to the games. That way you can like have the audio mixer not sound like shit.
Yeah.
So there is a shitload of work that not only Daft Punk but Epic did for that.
Hmm.
And it's a one-time, one-day thing that you can't do again. I kind of love that about them.
Yeah. I do love like Fortnite for all the shit that people give Fortnite, the events that they do are just really well done.
I kind of feel bad because I was one of those people giving Fortnite shit, and now I play it and I enjoy it.
Because like they went all out this season. Where at the beginning of the season they put out the season trailer, and it starts out as the CG thing, and then they did a full ass live action Power Rangers video for the trailer. Like they made costumes of characters from Fortnite and put it in a Power Rangers ass trailer with live action and like dudes in rubber suits.
Yeah, and that stuff is
Um,
not cheap.
It's not cheap, and like making custom suits like that takes a long time.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes to show how far in advance a lot of these deals are done. Like this Power Rangers thing has probably been in the works for the last 3 years.
Oh wow, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
They I mean to give an idea of how long this stuff takes, where was it? So uh Fortnite has done collaborations with DC and Marvel.
Mhm.
Um and I guess to give an idea of how long they uh how long in advance they seem to schedule this stuff. Um Avengers Endgame aired in 2019.
Yeah.
It takes place in 2023.
Oh wow, okay.
In the Avengers universe, Endgame takes place in 2023. Um, in Avengers Endgame, Korg is playing Fortnite. What
Oh.
people noticed when Korg was playing Fortnite is that he was playing on the season 1 on the chapter 1 map. In 2023, Epic launched Fortnite OG, which had the 2020 or had the chapter 1 map. So they had the shit set up 4 years before it happened. Well, like I guess like 4 or 5 years, because they knew that it was going to happen when they were filming Endgame.
Yeah. Wow.
So they had Endgame out in 2019, taking place in 2023, and then in 2023 in real life launched the chapter 1 map back into the game. When people at the time were like, this doesn't make any sense, this takes place in the future, and he's playing the chapter 1 map.
Well, that's because he's playing the OG now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. I
Um,
like it. I like Fortnite a lot more than I thought I did, especially knowing now that it's more of a it's not just the battle royale. You've got racing, you've got, the festival. Like,
mhm.
I really enjoy festival. I love rhythm game.
Yeah, me too.
And I mean, it's already shown me new music. I've learned about Juice World because of Fortnite Festival, and now I fucking love Juice World.
Mhm. Juice World, Carol G.
Yeah, Carol G. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
I,
fun to just go through and play some of some songs that I just know and love.
mhm. It's I have the same feeling when artists appear in Fortnite Festival that I used to when I would see them pop up in like Rock Band and Guitar Hero.
Yeah, exactly. And because we're not really getting any more rock band or Guitar Hero games, I almost said Rock Hero. Oh my god, I'm terrible.
You
Because
kids and your rock heroes.
we're not getting any more of those kinds of games. I think Festival is a great place for that because if it's just, it kind of feels like it's added on to Fortnite, but I
Mhm.
don't mind that. I like that it's there. It's good to have these things there.
Yeah. And it's obviously very lucrative for Epic because
Oh,
the mode itself does not have a lot of players still playing it, but I'm guessing, considering the fact that they're routinely releasing new music and the fact that songs are $5 a piece, means that they're making plenty of money off of it. I get 1,100 V-Bucks a month in because of the Fortnite crew, and a lot of that money goes toward songs. But yeah, I like it. I love the I wish we would stop getting into duo sweat lobbies, because I would really like to. I got the Megazord again the other day, and that's just a ton of fun. I love just like it, because the Megazord, the way that it works is after the second storm circle, the Megazord pops down somewhere on the map, and the first person to reach Zordon and interact with him, it teleports them and their squad into the Megazord. And the whole time this is happening, like, it plays a version of the animation from the show where your characters pop up and they're like, it's morphin' time. And then they like drop down into the Megazord, and they like, you know, like put their arms up, and the whole time it's playing the theme song from the show. And when you get in the Megazord, they play the bit where it's Rita Repulsa, and she's like, "Make my monster grow!" And then you control the Megazord, and you fight a giant monster. And Rita throws boons at the players that are nearby to help them destroy the Megazord. It's balanced in a way that the Megazord, it kicks off with the second storm circle, but whenever Fortnite does these boss events, it's balanced in a way that you cannot conceivably get to the end of the game with it. Even if you're not taking damage, the thing gradually loses energy at a rate that it'll only last about, I think, like 5 minutes at most. So if the other players ignore you and leave your vicinity, it will eventually expire on its own before you're able to long before the match comes to the final couple storms. And then if you do, if you're fighting the player in the only thing I'm really not a fan of is if you once a player gets the Megazord, once a player gets the Megazord, everyone else has to fight them. And if you're the number one damage dealer to the Megazord, you do get a medallion. But the only thing that the medallion does is it occasionally reveals players nearby. Which, it's not that useful.
Yeah.
I played, so I have on my Hello Kitty calendar. I like keeping track of where I am in the season because I don't like playing too much.
Yeah.
So what I do is whenever a new season launches, I count at 200 and I count backwards by 3 levels per day, which is not that difficult.
No.
Like, it's not difficult to get 3 levels in Fortnite. It's like doing your dailies and then maybe playing a couple of other matches of stuff. Or like I mostly focus on the weeklies. And so I count backwards and I just have on every Monday what level I should be if I'm leveling consistently. And apparently they made it very easy to level because I haven't really been grinding, but I'm level 100. I'm like level 157.
Yeah.
If I stop playing Fortnite for the next month, I would still be ahead of where I need to be to get to level 200 by the time the season ends. Because level 200 is there's 100 levels of rewards, and then there's 100 more levels of bonus rewards.
Gotcha.
So technically speaking, there's 200 levels in the battle pass.
Yeah.
But I am supposed to be at level 101. I'm at level 157 or so. And I do not buy levels, and I don't really grind. I don't play more than I want to.
Yeah.
I usually play just enough to do my dailies, and then I'll do a few songs, I'll do a few races to get those quests up. But other than that, I don't play Fortnite with the purpose of just grinding levels.
And I'm the same way with Sea of Thieves. Like, I don't ever pay, like the last season was the first season I was like, oh shit, I gotta pay attention to the levels because I'm behind.
Mhm.
Like this season, I've just made sure that I've just played enough, and I'm already like level 90 something. You know, I'm at least level 90, and I had not even tried.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's only 100 levels, so it's like I'm almost done with it, and I like that about it. Especially because in Sea of Thieves they just give you premium currency after it. If you play for one season and get through the whole season pass, and then you get through the second season, you can buy the premium pass. Like you will have enough currency.
Right. Does the premium pass give you enough currency to buy another premium pass?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Always. Like it's great.
I like that with Sea of Thieves, because Fortnite you do get passive. I guess in Fortnite it's more in your face because it's more visible. You do get the like playtime bonus, and then you see the bar fill. Whereas in Sea of Thieves, it's more of a welcome, like you'll just be sailing around and it'll be like, you achieved level 57.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Or you just got done turning in a bunch of treasure. You just went from 55 to 58. Cool. Yeah, good.
And also I like it in Sea of Thieves because there is less of a, like when you're playing in Fortnite or Apex Legends and you look at the battle pass and it's like hit 10 headshots with the pistol in a single match. But
Yeah.
in Sea of Thieves you're just playing the game. There is no daily or weekly mission list. It's just do whatever the hell you want. The battle pass will level up as you're doing it.
Yeah, but that's because they were really wanting to emphasize the sandbox part of the game, which is no real objectives, no real goals. Just
Yeah.
here's a bunch of tools and a bunch of opportunities. Combine them in any way you like.
Yeah.
They have a saying actually, tools, not rules.
Okay. That's good.
So they want to provide people tools, but not necessarily ways to use them.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the great examples about this is actually when they introduced the grappling hook gun. People were using the grapple hook gun to grab a keg and then put themselves into a cannon to shoot themselves out of a cannon holding a gunpowder keg. So you basically become into a flying missile,
Right.
a flying homing missile at this point. They took that ability away, but people still figured out that you could get in the cannon with the chain shot, or with the grapple hook, and then shoot out, instantly turn around, and then use the grappling hook to grab the gunpowder barrel to effectively achieve the same thing. Now, the
Yeah.
first one doesn't take any skill. The second one takes a shitload of skill to the point where I cannot even do this.
No,
It's
that's a lot of skill.
it's very difficult to do. So they were like, yeah, if you can pull it off the legit way, we're going to let you do that. If you can fucking do that, go right on ahead. We're not going to change that. We're not going to get rid of that. We're going to make it so that way you can't just automatically do it. But if you can pull it off, yeah, more power to you. And that's what I really liked about them. Because they've seen people do stuff in ways that they're like, yeah, we didn't intend this, but we're just leaving it.
Right. I like that idea of like, if you're skilled enough to pull this off, go for it. You deserve it.
One of the things too that my friend Yemto just discovered is that the galleon, the big ship, it lists left and right, side to side. If you catch a high enough wave, you can actually just run on the side of the boat. So that's how a lot of people will actually get onto your boat, is they'll climb up the ladder, the boat will tip, and then they just run on the side of your boat. And so if you know that you can do this, if you know that this is a possibility, they're not going to stop you from doing this. This is built into the game as far as they're concerned. So yeah, anything else you're playing this week?
That's a good question. I played a little bit more Resident Evil 2. I still need to beat I need to beat Claire's B story. See, this is my gaming ADD is I finished Leon's story. I had a lot of fun, and then my brain is like my brain scatters into a million different directions when the scenarios are literally 3 hours, and if I dedicated a single evening, I could finish it. But I have Resident Evil 2 to play still. I have Cultic Chapter 2 to play still. I am waiting on Cultic Chapter 2 because there's some balancing issues that I don't like that they have a patch in the beta branch to balance it, and I'm waiting for them to put that in the live branch. Chapter 2 has a surprising lack of ammunition.
Really? Okay.
Yes. I'm trying to think. Here's the thing. I rent games from GameFly, and then my brain does not count them as games that I've played because I think of like what I've bought or played from my Steam library. I played Formula Legends, which was absolute dog shit. It is borderline unplayable because the steering in the game is absolutely awful and the physics are terrible. It is an arcade racer that wants you to play it like it's an arcade sim. And also, it's trying to be an arcade racer when your car has the weight and controls of an RC car. So, like, I bumped into a wall and it did the thing. It basically acted like an RC car where, like, it popped me back. Like, my car jumped and then it basically, like, popped me back at a 90-degree angle. Unlike a normal car that would just kind of, like, scrape along the wall.
Yeah.
So I wrote a review for that because I am contractually obligated because I got the key through Press Engine.
Yeah.
I wrote my article. I did not like it. I did see some notes from the devs that they're working on updating the controls, and I'm hoping I'll go back and try it if they update it again. I have been playing through Silent Hill. I got my copy of Silent Hill F, and I've been playing through that. I am enjoying that game.
Okay, good. I was wondering
Silent Hill F
this is the first one without Kojima, right? Or wait,
Silent
no.
Hill doesn't have Kojima.
Oh wait,
You're
no,
thinking of Metal Gear Solid.
I get those confused. Because I always thought that Kojima was involved in Silent Hill. I'm gonna shut my
Kojima was involved with PT, which was the trailer for what would have been Silent Hills.
Yeah, okay, that's
So
what I'm thinking.
He was at one point going to be working on Silent Hill.
I just get this wrong because I just always assumed I know he's Metal Gear Solid. I
Yeah.
know that he's Metal Gear Solid. I know that he's Death Stranding now, but like I had always thought that he was involved in Silent Hill. I guess I'm just incorrect on that.
Right.
Okay, fair. But he was involved in Silent Hills.
He was involved with a Silent Hill game that never came out.
Yeah, okay. Because I know that because I was aware of that he was involved with PT.
Yeah. I like Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F it takes place in Japan. You play as a girl who her town becomes besieged by the mist.
Mm.
And the monsters that appear, it's very Silent Hill in the sense that like the monsters that appear are they're metaphors for stuff that's going on in her life.
Yeah.
It's set in 1960s Japan. So and it's a Silent Hill game. There's a lot of overt misogyny, domestic violence, child abuse. And I'm really enjoying the game. I am playing it on story mode difficulty because I don't play a game like Silent Hill for the to have hard combat encounters. And it really takes me out of horror games when I have to play through sequences multiple times because with horror games, enemies are just giant. Enemies just become giant HP sponges. But at least as far as I am in the game, there's no guns. It's all melee fighting. The main character has a sense called the main yeah. I mean, I guess we can talk more about it next week
That's fair.
as I get further into it. But it is very, very Silent Hill. It's very fun. It's very atmospheric. I'm playing it on my PS5. But yeah, I haven't really done much this week.
I wouldn't mind watching you play that if we could figure out some way to do that. Because I like watching Silent Hill. I'm just like, I just don't play it.
Yeah. Yeah, we can figure that out. I can hook it up to my Elgato.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I can stream it for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have gotten through more Borderlands 4, but I can also talk about that again next week.
How is that going? Just real quick, is that getting any better?
Yes, weirdly enough, the Imperator Saul boss fight is the only time I have come into contact with the Locust as a mechanic for a boss fight. There's areas of the game where like there's doors and stuff that are covered in Locust that you have to use the Locust to get rid of shields to open the doors. But yeah, as far as combat goes, that seems to be the only time that Locust is actually used in a combat encounter. So
Yeah,
it's just this really weird difficulty hump. I've been leveling my character up more, and she melts everything with radiation damage. I have massive buffs to my radiation damage, and also when I damage someone with radiation, it sends out spears that radiate the other enemies around them. And then those enemies take radiation damage, and them taking radiation damage sends spears to other enemies. So it's just like a giant debuff. Like it's a rolling debuff.
Just cascades. That's cool.
And then the more radiated an enemy is, the more damage that they take from further radiation damage.
Wow. So just exponential damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I guess on that note, we should wrap up for the week. So people can check us out next week, where I'll be talking about more Silent Hill, Borderlands, and we'll be talking about the other games that we've been playing. Where can we find you, Hannah?
You can find me over in the Sentinels of the Store Discord, as well as youtube.com/news cartridge.
And you can find me trying to grab the outro music. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Love you. Mwah.
and